Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, June 21st, the first full day of summer. Summer officially began last evening, and let me tell you, the balls were flying out of major league parks up and down I-95 throughout the Midwest with excessive heat and humidity. This is a map from coolweather.com that shows all the locations that were close to or set a record here in the Mid-Atlantic region throughout the Northeast and into the Midwest. There certainly were some records broken and some near records broken. These are all the locations that were within a couple of degrees of the record high during the mid to late afternoon yesterday, and certainly there will be some records broken again this afternoon as temperatures should climb towards 100 degrees in many parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. The good news, however, is that this two-day extreme heat and humidity event will gradually wind down tomorrow as a cold front presses into the east coastal region from the Midwest, and that'll add to the cloud cover, and there will be some scattered showers and storms tomorrow afternoon, and temperatures will be some 5 to 10 degrees cooler than today. Still very warm and humid, but not quite the extreme conditions of today. Temperatures yesterday did not break a record in Washington or Philadelphia, but they came awfully close. It reached 98 degrees at Reagan National Airport and 97 Philly International Airport. Both sites, as well as the New York City region, have good chances of breaking the records today, as again, high temperatures this afternoon up and down I-95 corridor all the way from D.C. to Boston could very well touch the 100-degree mark. Here's a 24-hour temperature change map from the Penn State eWall site. It's kind of an interesting map here this morning because it really shows what's going on not only today but what should go on here in the Mid-Atlantic region over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. First of all, right along the East Coast, it's even warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning, and of course yesterday temperatures reached way up into the 90s, so today will probably be a few degrees warmer than yesterday in some spots. The hottest day perhaps of the entire summer in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region with, again, temperatures approaching that 100-degree mark. Meanwhile, just to the west, notice all these blues out here, these negative values. This is a temperature change in the negative direction out over the Midwest behind that cold frontal system. Temperatures are much cooler this morning across places like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa compared to yesterday morning, and that cooler air is slowly advancing to the east, so there certainly is some relief in sight. The weekend should be quite warm here in the Mid-Atlantic region, but humidities will be reasonable, certainly much lower than today and yesterday, and then even cooler weather. This cooler weather is moving into the eastern region of the country by early to middle part of next week. Here's the latest conventional surface map. Cold frontal system here still playing a pivotal role in many parts of the country. It cooled things off in the Denver, Colorado region. They're still in the relatively seasonal air this afternoon, but it'll get hot again there over the next few days. Still quite cool along the west coast, and this cooler air mass is slowly pressing to the east, and that will certainly help to change conditions around here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Over the weekend it will still be quite warm, but not nearly as humid, and then even cooler weather on by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. For today, we still have this high pressure sitting right off the east coast, acting as a heat pump, pumping in a southwesterly flow of air throughout all the levels of the atmosphere. And again, temperatures up and down the I-95 corridor should reach or come very close to the 100-degree mark later on this afternoon. Here's the latest infrared satellite loop of the nation, and quite a few interesting things going on. First of all, lots of clear skies here in the Mid-Atlantic region and the Northeast, and that, of course, will help to boost the afternoon temperatures way up towards that 100-degree mark. Here's that strong cold frontal system right here cutting through the middle part of the country with some showers and thunderstorms, and it certainly can set off some strong storms here in the Mid-Atlantic region tomorrow afternoon into the early part of the evening. Lots of activity going on around the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, and this certainly bears watching over the next several days. There's perhaps one or even two possibilities here in the Gulf of Mexico region over the next 3, 4, 5 days or so, so we'll certainly have to continue to monitor that. But excessive heat and humidity for another day here in the Mid-Atlantic region, some strong storms out in the middle part of the country, and relatively clear skies out in the western third of the nation for today. Here's a GFS forecast map for tomorrow afternoon from last night's 0Z Global Forecast System model run. And the cold front system by this time, later on tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, will be approaching the East Coast. And again, there will be scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms can reach strong levels with brief heavy downpours and some gusty winds. But that'll continue to move and set the stage for a decent weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Still quite warm, but less humid than it's been. And then we'll step down even further in temperatures early next week as a second cold front passes through the east coastal region, and we'll be perhaps confined to the 70s in the Mid-Atlantic region by about Tuesday of next week. Lots of precipitation being dumped out here by the GFS over the southeastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, and ultimately this can turn into a named tropical system. So we'll monitor that here at the SIweather.com over the next few days. That's it for now for the SIweather.com. I'm the SI meteorologist